successful. They get the second and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go?
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quick spin on the line. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Dances away to buy time. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, taking it the other way. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's an interception. Oh, do they need that turnover? And they'll get him down after a solid return. got their offense ready to get this drive started. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Brown wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. In the red area, it's Cobb. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right now.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the grab on the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, and you really wanted that first down. Time is not your friend right now. You better come to the line with a good thought process because that clock is ticking.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Defense. Stadium in Athens. It's the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Berry. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Powers through the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Handoff, Durham running left. And tackled there by the defense.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on third down to extend, scramble, and go get a big pickup and chunky yards for his offense.
Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Gets the back moving. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Russ.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Third down play from the gun. Into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Durham. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires one high and deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. He's going to run it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. LSU right back to the line. Run inside. It's Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Makes the grab. It's Berry. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Running inside. It's Berry. Got enough for the first. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. They stripped it out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
To the air, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Frazier. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And down he goes.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They took a shot. End zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. LSU quick to the line. From the red zone, it's Berry.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Berry. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and fired complete. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's in open space downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the green.
Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Got enough for the first. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. LSU now operating in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Berry. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They feed him again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Great job by the defense to force this 4th down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Set to kick it away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. He's going to take off. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air, it's Stockton. Throws toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the onside kick team coming through for your ball club? Down 3, you got to get the football late in this ball game. They get the ball now with a chance to maybe tie it or go win this thing. Great execution.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's caught. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Frazier again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.